Okay, I've purchased one of these Akaso. Actually, I got a couple. I'm actually recording with one here, and they're the Akaso action camera. They're very similar to GoPro, but about a fraction of the price. So I thought I'd try these and see how they work because I'd like to have more than one camera. So I've already got a GoPro. So now I have two of these Akasos. And the problem, or I wanted to use a wireless microphone, but I bought one and hooked it up and it would not work. And so I did some digging around on the internet and found a guy. There's a couple of people that have shown how to do this, but I thought I'd go ahead and show you how to do it as well. It was pretty simple. What I did was I bought the Akaso external microphone. And what the problem is where this micro, I think this is a micro USB plug that plugs into the camera slot. I'll open this. Yeah, it's a micro USB, plugs in right there on this spot. But a regular USB is not wired right. I'm sure that Akaso did this, so you have to buy their microphone. Now I tried to modify a regular micro USB to 3.5 millimeter and it would not work. And what I found out was that where this plugs in, it's wired differently in this piece right here. And I tried to open this piece and change it around, but it's just the parts, the little areas you got to solder and disconnect and all are almost impossible for the average person. If you're a professional electronics guy and have the magnifying glass and the right kind of tools, you might could do that, but I found it was just cheaper to go ahead and buy the Akaso external microphone, which it comes with this little piece here, and the microphone, and I just cut the microphone off the end of it here. Left me 6 or 8 inches there, so I got plenty of room. And I took a 3.5 millimeter and I cut one end off of it, and inside this Akaso wire there's a red wire and there's a copper wire, and it's real super thin, so you got to really use a razor blade and kind of open this up. And even then I had trouble with it. What I found was these wires in the Akaso, it has some clear kind of plastic on it, so I just took a regular butane lighter and I burnt the ends of the Akaso, and you can see it'll kind of flame up and it burns that coating off. You can't really see the coating, it just looks like wire, but there's a coating on it. And once I got that coating off and connected the red and the black, so you want the red and the black from here, and there's only 2 wires in the Akaso wire, and it's red and copper. I believe it was red and copper. It may be in red and black too. I think it's just red and copper. It looks red and copper, but the red stuff is some kind of plastic, and the copper is covered in plastic. You can't really see it. Now the regular 3.5 millimeter wire doesn't have anything like that. It's got a little thicker wire. But take your lighter and burn that stuff off, and once you do that, it'll make a connection, because I put the wires together and they look like they're connected and I couldn't get it to work. But I kept looking at the wires, and I finally put a magnifying glass on there and could see that it had some kind of coating on it, and I burnt that coating off, connected it, and it works perfect now. So I'm not going to demonstrate it to you. It works. Try it if you want to try it. The external microphone from Akaso I think was 12 or 14 bucks. And then this is the wireless microphone I got, and you see it has the 3.5 millimeter. I just plugged it in to the end of this, turned everything on. You do have to go into the settings in your camera. I don't know if I've got a battery in this, but let's just see if I can get it to come on, and if I can. Yeah, I did. Go into your settings, you hit the settings once and it brings up voice record, and then you see the little setting there here again, hit it again, and you see microphone, and choose external. You got to do that or it won't work. You got your built-in one, and then you got your external one. When you put it on external and back out, you'll see a microphone there. You see the little microphone. Hopefully you can see that. Sometimes I know when you're looking from one screen to another, you can't see this stuff, but maybe you can see that little microphone. And then if we go back and turn it back to the internal microphone and come out, you can see it just shows a microphone there, or it looks like a, it doesn't show the wire on the end of it or whatever, so you know it's not the wired one. And the sound is really good. The sound from this regular microphone was okay from their microphone, but obviously the wireless microphone I bought is a better quality because the sound was really good off of it. And maybe I'll load a test of it at some point, because I didn't want to do a whole lot because my wires are naked here and they're just hanging. You don't want to leave it like this, obviously. You want to solder these wires. I just wired them, I just twisted them together just for the test. But obviously you want to solder those and get you some shrink wrap and cover them, and then put a piece of shrink wrap on the whole thing too. So this whole thing took me maybe 30 minutes, and now if you know what to do, if it hadn't been for the coating on the wire, it probably would have taken 15 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. It was real simple. I have a little bit of soldering experience and stuff. I'm no electrician or anything, but at one time I had a profession where I had to solder some, so I know how to solder. And technically, you probably wouldn't have to solder it. You can twist it together and just make sure you cover it with some shrink wrap or some black electrical tape, and then put it all, just make sure your wires won't touch and short something out. And you don't want to short out I doubt it would short out the microphones. It could, but what I'd be more worried about would be shorting out my camera and having to buy a new camera. So just be careful with it, and I think you'll be good to go. But I'm real pleased with the sound on it. Like I said, I'll try to upload a video. I'm going to start using it now, so when the next video I upload that I've used it, I'll tell you, and you can judge for yourself how the sound is. And I walked all the way into the other room and worked through the walls and everything. So, normally I probably won't get more than 5-10 feet away from the camera with no walls, walls or anything blocking it. So I'm guessing you could get 10 or 15 feet away outside. I really don't know how far you could get and still get good sound. But for anything I'm going to be doing, wouldn't be more than 5 or 10 feet away. So I'm real happy with it, and the quality of the sound. So give it a try if you've got one of these Akasos and you want to use an external microphone. Just to understand, if you buy a regular microphone, it will not work. And this brand here it doesn't even have a brand. I got this off Amazon. I'll try to put a link to both of these parts down in the comment section for you. And you can go from there. But pretty simple to do. I think anybody can do this. I don't think you really have to have soldering experience and all that. All that helps, but I don't think it's necessary. So give it a try. I'm real happy with it. Listen to this so you can hear how it sounds. Hear the difference. I don't even have the microphone over here by me. Here it is. I've got it a little closer to my mouth now. See, when they're paired, first you turn this on. You just hold that button down until it lights up, and they turn it off. You do the same thing. You hold that button down until it turns off. When you first hold this button down and turn it on, it'll be flashing red. Then you take your microphone. It actually gives you two with the kit I bought, so two people could be talking at the same time on wireless. And you hold this little button down here until that turns green, and then that'll turn kind of a bluish color, and that means you got a good connection. So you can hear what the sound sounds like, real clear, much better than, I'm not pleased with the internal mic on this thing at all. But anyway, sounds pretty good. I'm real pleased with it. Much better than the internal microphone, and much better than the Akaso wired microphone. And Akaso doesn't sell a wireless one. So I think they're working on one. I don't know, but as of now, I could not find a wireless microphone. So this little deal works. It'll cost you. You have to buy the wireless microphone, and then the other parts cost. I think one of them $7, and the other one was the wireless microphone was 12 or $14. I can't remember, but I'll put links to all this stuff down in the comments. And but here's what it sounds like, and you can hear the difference in the quality of the sound. I'm sure this wireless part will be a lot better than the built-in microphone part that I'd already given you. So anyway, not hard to do. If you want to try it, give it a shot. Good luck with it.